What's good, guys? It's your boy oHastee here, coming to you with our first episode of Elite Weapon Review. Now, if you guys can't tell, this is the HBRa3 Insanity, one of the better variants in this game. Alright, so let's get started. First off, we got movement speed. So your base movement speed with the HBRa3 Insanity is going to be 90%. So basically, nothing changes from the HBRa3 Insanity in comparison to the regular HBRa3. Your movement speed is still the same thing. Now, if you're to put on lightweight, your movement speed would increase to 97% as lightweight gives you a 7% increase in movement speed. So now let's talk about ADS time. So if you guys don't know what ADS means, it stands for aim down sights. Basically, this is the time it takes for you to aim down your sights. So the ADS time for the HBRa3 Insanity is 0.25 seconds. Now the same thing applies for the regular HBRa3. But if you were to apply the quick draw attachment, your aim down the sights time will increase to 0.125 seconds. Now, as you guys can see on screen, this is a very noticeable difference. You can clearly see that with quick draw, your ADS time is substantially improved. Okay, now we're going to talk about damage. So the HBRa3 Insanity is going to do a maximum damage of 40 at close range. Now, this also applies to the original HBRa3, so there's no difference here. But the damage buff that the HBRa3 Insanity does get is the 25 damage that it does at long range. While in comparison to the HBRa3 original one, it is going to do a 24 damage at long range. So now this might not seem much at first, but if you do the math, the HBRa3 Insanity is going to do a 4-shot kill at long range, while the original HBRa3 is going to have to take 5 shots to kill. Now obviously this is so much better. This is where the gun really stands out, and with its impressive range that we are going to get into right now, it is amazing. So the range that the HBRa3 Insanity has is a 3-shot kill range until 22.75 meters. So we'll round it off and say 23 meters. Now the 3-shot kill for the HBRa3 original is the same thing, but as I said, the gun really shines at long ranges. So the 4-shot kill range is anything between 23 meters and 43 meters for the HBRa3, while for the Insanity it is anything past 23 meters. So that could be at 100 meters, that could be at 2 kilometers. But basically, the 4-shot kill range is anything past 23 meters. Now, the 5-shot kill range for the HBRa3 original is anything past 43 meters. Now, do take note that at long range, the Insanity will kill in 3 shots if one of those shots are a headshot. Now, the same thing applies for the original HBRa3. If one of those shots are a headshot, it will turn into a 4-shot kill instead of a 5-shot. Same thing goes for the 4-shot into a 3-shot. Now do take into account that at close range a headshot won't matter at all. Now your range with a suppressor with the HBRa3 Insanity is going to drop to 17 meters. So this means your 3-shot kill range will only be until 17 meters with the HBRa3 Insanity. Now this is a 5-meter drop in range, which can really hurt you. After that though, it will always be a 4-shot kill at any range. Now remember, the HBRa3 Insanity and the original HBRa3 share the same close range. So this means that the original HBRa3 will have its range dropped at 17 meters too. Now the 4-shot kill with the HBRa3 original with the suppressor attachment is going to drop to 32 meters. Now anything after that will be a 5-shot kill. Okay, so now we're going to talk about rate of fire and recoil. Now the initial fire rate of the HBRa3 Insanity is 1000 RPM. Now if you don't know what RPM means, it means rounds per minute. Now the initial fire rate is the first 4 bullets. So that means the first 4 bullets of the HBRa3 Insanity will shoot at 1000 RPM. Now after that, the fire rate drops to 750 rounds per minute. Now in comparison with the original HBRa3, it has an initial fire rate of 857 rounds per minute, and then drops to 625 rounds per minute. Okay, so now as you guys saw, the recoil with this gun was really high, so now we're going to see what it looks like with foregrip. As you guys can see, the recoil is greatly reduced by the foregrip attachment, and because of this, the foregrip becomes an essential attachment to use. Now the reason you want to use this is because at long ranges, your recoil is going to be very high. Overall, the foregrip attachment is a great attachment to use on this gun. Okay, so now we have HipFire. Now the HipFire with their HBRa3 Insanity compared to the original HBRa3 has a plus 10% change. Now the HBRa3 Insanity becomes worse by 10% than the regular one. Okay, so now with laser sight, your HipFire spread is going to be decreased by 15%. So compared to the original HBRa3, the HBRa3 Insanity will only do a 5% decrease in HipFire spread with the laser sight attachment. So now do take note that the laser sight attachment really does not make a big difference, so you should never really run it because you're not going to be hip firing anyways. You're usually going to be aiming down the sights, getting to mid-range gunfights because that's where this gun performs at. But if you do want to run the laser sight attachment, in my opinion, you're just going to be wasting an attachment slot and a point slot. So basically, there's no point in running the laser sight attachment. Okay guys, so one of the last things that we have to cover is that the HBRa3 Insanity can't use any optical attachments. Now this means that the HBRa3 Insanity can't use a red dot, can't use a hybrid sight, and it can't use an ACOG sight or anything else. It has to use the iron sights. Okay guys, we're just going to go over the pros and cons real quick of the HBRa3 Insanity. So one of the pros of this gun is that you get a damage buff that allows you to kill within 4 shots at any range. Now another pro of this gun is that it allows you to kill enemies faster with a higher fire rate. Okay, so now we have the cons. So one of the cons of this gun is that your hipfire spread is increased by 10%. Now honestly, this is not really a big deal because you're not going to be really hipfiring with this gun anyways. So another con is that you don't get any optical attachments. Now this really isn't a big deal because the iron sights are doable. They are usable, so it's whatever. Alright guys, this is basically the end of the episode. So we covered everything from the HBRa3 Insanity in comparison to the original HBRa3. So I hope you guys liked this video. And now we're going to give you a recommended class setup. Okay guys, so the class that I recommend is the HBRa3 Insanity, obviously with foregrip, quick draw, and extended mag. Now foregrip, you're going to need it because it has high recoil. Quick draw because you're going to need to aim down sights quickly on enemies if they are close to you because you're not going to want to hip fire. And then extended mags because it does have a high rate of fire, so with extended mags it's going to make your magazine last a lot longer. So the perks you want to run is low profile, blind eye, toughness, and blast suppressor. So low profile you want to run because you want to keep off the enemy's radar. Blind eye, so just in case they get an assault drone or a warbird, you want to not get killed by that. And toughness and blast suppressor, so toughness you don't flinch, and blast suppressor once again so you don't show on the enemy's radar when you are using your exosuit. Okay, so you guys can use any score streaks you like, but the score streaks I use is UAV with speed and enemy direction, a bombing run with additional bomber, and warbird with aggressor and extra time. So once again, this is the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I really did put a lot of time and effort into this. Editing took so much, and a like would really be appreciated. And if you guys want to see more weapon reviews from me, please subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.